On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
On 1st down, Hurts.
Sliding out of the pocket. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
This will be caught by Brown. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. He'll get this complete to Worthy.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Mahomes going to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Mahomes now on 1st down. He's going to wind up and air it out.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half. And leading 10-7, they may just want to get this to the locker room.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
He finds his man, complete. It's Brown. And he'll be out right at the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. It's caught inside the 25. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles would extend their lead here just before halftime. Elliott good with a PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive of 4 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. All right, so we skip the rest of halftime and get set for the third quarter. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Eagles offense and A.J. Brown headed back out there.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen that they have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now a play fake here on first down. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2.
And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On second down, here's Mahomes.
Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And now 2 yards to go on third down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll send a tight end in motion right. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Nolan Smith from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes on the slant, complete to Hopkins.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
He'll drop this off to Pacheco. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A big play there for Philly. 46 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. He's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Back to throw again. Rolling to his right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts taking it in from a yard out. And the Eagles have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. KC's offense ready to take over. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And that's caught left side by the tight end Gray. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Here now, 2nd and 4. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a 1st down here. From midfield, here's Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy once again. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes.
The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Mahomes now on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Mahomes now to throw. On the slant, DeAndre Hopkins. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 15-yard line. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And a hard tackle there as he'll go down after a gain of about 5. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it second down. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. Now 2nd and 5. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. And it's caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Rashee Rice, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead will be cut down to 14. That time a 9-play drive. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Over the middle here to Brown. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another first down.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play...
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles have made it a 3-score game now here in the 4th.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Now Mahomes got to have this one.
He's got his target. That's complete. Down the left sideline.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Xavier Worthy
75 yards.
And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Throwing is Hurts.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Mahomes.
No hesitations. They go right back to Kelsey.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. On 1st down, Mahomes. He'll get this out to his running back, P-Ryan.
Scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicked.
Today, from GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, this is the National Football League.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Kansas City. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Wilson in motion left. First carry for James Conner. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. Murray going to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That ball caught. It's Rice. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. That'll be caught by Rice. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down. On play action, it's Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play call right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it? Kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the...
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. It's Zaven Collins who got in there to get the sack. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the grab. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the left hash. Should be a fairly easy one here. Butker's kick here is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game.
And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
He'll find his rookie wideout from Ohio State here.
Well, that'll get them the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
He's going to get it on the jet sweep.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. As they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Play fake. Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30.
17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here's Murray.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Chiefs are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
They go play action. Now Mahomes.
That one caught by Rice.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelsey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Here's Mahomes to throw. This is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. He's got the first down. He's got a big game going right now. Already over 100 yards receiving in this first half alone. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now it's Mahomes again. And he's got it. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And He's caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce there to make the grab.
And the Chiefs are able to widen their advantage. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead grows to 10-0. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. With the football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Mahomes going to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Rice. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
And this pass caught by Gray.
They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached the intermittent. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Now here's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Caught. Kelce, left side.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He finds his man, complete. It's Rice. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. His first catch of this third quarter, he had 7 in the first half. It's also a first down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right.
A throw right side taken in by the tight end, Gray.
A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. It's Rice. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 12-yard line. He'll look to throw. On the move to his left. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going. Look at the big man rumble.
CD, that's one of those plays you put a mark by. I mean, that could be a big momentum swing here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Yeah, we may have to revisit it, right? Because if that drive ends up in the end zone, they're sitting pretty at that point. Now, instead, it's a 2-score game that has a chance to tighten up considerably.
So nothing doing there, and it'll be second down.
Murray a give. This is Connor.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Murray.
And this will be swung out here for Connor.
Well, almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. Fourth down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
They'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
So since that last play got nothing, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty, and that forces a 4th down situation.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes throwing on 4th.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Throwing on first down is Murray.
That's complete to McBride.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, you know, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
We're back now in KC. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Cardinals are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
Prater for the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
Out now now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again.
They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Mahomes now to throw. Rolling to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Julian Okwara able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes able to find Gray here. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. So he stopped for no gain. And it'll be 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Rice, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. They'll run here with Pacheco. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out.
Touchdown! Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelsey, on a touchdown pass. And the Chiefs will add to their 4th quarter lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance.
Kyler Murray now in the Cardinal offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. Just under 2 minutes to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And that's incomplete.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts, so the middle of the field, that should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
Now Murray. That's caught by Wilson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Throwing again, Murray. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. And it's 2nd down. From the gun, Murray. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. The Arrowhead crowd in full roar. Here's 3rd down. Here's Murray.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Fourth down, 10 yards to go.
Now Murray's got to have this one. And this is intercepted. And that should do it.
And the Chiefs are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Rice. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And oh, he coughed it up. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
No, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
That's to the sideline and incomplete. The clock reading 40 seconds. Here's 2nd and 10.
To throw is Murray.
Pass to the right side. He's got Ryman. And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Murray now on first down.
That's pulled in by Wilson. And he will get out of bounds here to stop the clock, but not a huge pickup there. 6, maybe 7.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw.
He's got McBride
fighting him off. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory. As